Good morning, Warren Peacock here. We can see there's quite a few changes this morning. We've got the Australian dollar down to a total score of 5 now. Last week Thursday was on 14, so certainly lost a lot of ground on the smaller time frames. The daily chart hasn't changed for a very long time, so I would expect the smaller time frames to give us those shorts. The Swiss franc strengthened quite nicely, now has an overall score of 13. Those points are all gained on the hourly and the 4 hourly chart. Certainly some strength coming through on the Swiss franc. I do always trade the Swiss franc with caution though. The British pound lost some ground, has a score of 8 now from last week Thursday 10. It's just showing some weakness coming through as the elections get closer. The Japanese yen on a score of 4, so that's still slightly weak. And we can see that the US dollar has gained some strength on the hourly chart. It's now up on a score of 5. 4 hourly chart score of 2, and then overall maintains that 6 for now. But that strength certainly looks to be coming back into the dollar. On the stronger side, we've got the Swiss franc and the US dollar sharing the strongest spot. We have the yen at the weakest point. We've got the euro US dollar still the weakest chart. The 4 hourly, we can see there's euro strength against the Japanese weakness. And then the hourly chart, we have the euro strongest. We've got the Australian dollar and the British pound sharing the weaker spots. Um, the this euro strength, it has bounced quite a bit. It has recovered, but the daily charts haven't changed yet on the euro side. So still has a score of 0. A little bit wary of going long in the euro until something happens on those daily charts. Now let's go and have a look at the charts. Here we have the dollar yen. I don't trade Swiss franc yen, so I'm not going to look at it. But dollar yen, we can see that the US dollar yen on the daily is certainly strong. That trend has been in place for a long time. If you're going to have a look, we've had a pretty decent consolidation happening here. You can just put a trend line in like that, and this one here. So a bit range bound. But I would be waiting for a break. If you were on the shorter term and you maybe wanted to get something early, you could probably put a trend line in like that. Confirmed break above that could be bullish, but obviously a break above the upper trend line would be considered strongly bullish. The euro US dollar, we can see that euro strength come through there. If we just take off this trend line, just clear up the chart a little bit, we can see the 89 holding it up, as I mentioned last week. We'll have to see what happens from here. I would expect a bit of a pull down. When a trend is this mature, often the 89 acts as the initial sign that we have a trend change coming. But I do wait for confirmation. We can still see quite a bit of downside on this one. So I am trading it with caution until the daily chart trend actually changes. The euro yen on the 4 hourly, that break of last week, we can just put a trend line in like that. We can see it shot straight through to the next resistance zone. That it's not at resistance, but we do have a bit of a zone going on here, something like that. So it's in the middle of that zone on the 4 hourly chart. If we look on the daily euro yen, it's not the best looking chart in the world, but still has a long way to go for the daily trend to change. So again, sitting on the sidelines for this one. The euro to the Australian dollar on the hourly charts, similar picture. We had the break last week. It has moved quite a bit higher since then. It's right up here in that upper resistance area. If we just put something like that, and we can see that the lower high there, if it breaks this low, I would expect further weakness. Most of the euro charts look like this. They've had quite a good rally. I would consider it more of a short squeeze at the moment. And we'll just see what happens on the daily charts. On the euro pound, again, euros hit that double top, broke above it. It's now pulling back into the zone. I think a break below that little internal support level there could see a bit of a sell-off coming. But again, the pound is going to be difficult going into elections. The currency is going to be volatile. If we look at this unemotionally, we have a bit of a pennant going on over there. So a break to the upside, we could see a short-term trade coming in on the euro pound. Just trade the pound pairs carefully. The same with the Swiss franc. Just take it easy. There's no real clarity on the US dollar yet. The dollar index is still down, bounced off the 89. We'll have to see whether that recovery follows through. Thank you very much. Chat again tomorrow.